Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. All right, so listen, I want to try to make this video as short as possible. I know most of my members are like, dude, what are you going to make this short or what have you? And so what I want to do is I want to talk about a tool called Pietra, right? And I want to get right into it. This tool is a little unique, and let me tell you what it's not, right? I'm going to tell you what it is, and I'm going to tell you what it's not. If this is your first time to this channel, please go and like, subscribe. I'm just getting back on vacation. I haven't shaved. I look like a caveman. So I'm not going to put myself on camera just yet. But what I wanted to do was tell you what I love about this tool. And I'm thinking like, they can make some tweaks here, make some tweaks there. I think they'll be okay. So let's get right into it. Let me tell you what it's not. And let me tell you the reason why there's a lot of questions behind it. So what it is not a drop shipping platform. Let's get that clear, right? And what I mean by drop shipping is you have no overhead, you have no inventory, people order it and it's bought on demand, which keeps your overhead pretty low, which as a startup is the way you want to go. You want to go with zero overhead. Only thing you're paying for is a monthly cost to be able to put the platform up. The challenge with a lot of these stores or Shopify's or WooCommerce and all, that's one thing. You have to be able to market and be able to have multiple channels to get your inventory out to. Here's what this particular tool is. Let me tell you exactly what it is. This is a tool that will source, and they look for sourcing and manufacturing over 1,200 vetted factories. Now, when they mean by source is you have an ideal in your head, a concept. He says, man, if I can make this, do that, and have a loop around here, and I'll create it, and then I'll put my own brand on it, my own stitching on it, my own embroidery, and then I'll have my own, I'll sell it through this channel, and I'll have a Walmart store, and I'll have an Amazon store, and I'll be able to sell it through Target and all that. Okay, so this is the level that you need. This is very sophisticated. This should not be taken lightly. And for $149, you're basically stealing. All right. You're stealing from this company, which I don't know if they'll hear this or they won't, but I'm basically saying this is an excellent deal. And I think what they're saying is we can get enough people in at $149 and we're going to charge them the lowest 3PL or third party logistics rates in the nation. We'll get a piece of that pie. And they're hoping that if they can sell you this for $149, they'll get a piece of or a take of everything that you sell or a percentage, which that's fair because they're providing you with a lot of different things here. So I'm going to go ahead and move into it. A couple of things I like, you do have the option to do a print on demand. I think the print on demand is great. And I'm going to show you how I'm kind of using a concept of one of the setups that I have already bought from Appsumo. And I can tell you the reason why there probably won't be a direct integration. Probably not right away. They probably will consider it. But to me, I think they want to get a piece of the cut. So it's hard if you're going to go from, maybe into, I think they did do the Shopify and they're doing the Amazon and all that. They're providing that for you. But if they're going to do the inventory and all that for you, then that's where they're going to make their money at. So I don't think they have a rush to do that. If they had a great enough demand, if you guys let them know, and I'm going to try to get the founder on the show, and we will try as a movement. If you guys comment below, get Shopify, put that in the comments, get Shopify. If I can get enough of those, not get Shopify, get Launchcart. If you guys send me enough of get Launchcart comments below, I'm going to reach out to the founder. We're going to make this happen. And we're going to try to get a direct integration. I just don't know how many people out there has Launchcart. So that's something that we'll try to work on. All right, so let's get into this tool. All right, so I did another live on this and I walked through step by step on how to set this up. I don't want to do that today. What I want to do today is I kind of want to tell you what it does really quick, give you a 40,000 foot view and tell you how you can use this tool if you want to use this tool. So let's take a look at it. So let's go into the tool. All right, so we are in the tool now. And the reason why I say this is a different level of tool, this is something that you have never seen, right? This is not something where you connect the back into a Printify and a Printify puts your logo on a t-shirt and it sends it out to people. This is way more than that. But if you want to have a print on demand piece in here, you can have that. And they definitely make that available for you here. What this is saying is, hey, we want help me source, right? So what you can do is you can say, hey, help me source. You can go here and you can create your custom projects, right? And you say, hey, I want to create a custom project. So what you then would do is you would go here and say, what do I want to create? I'm talking about from scratch, right? You can say, hey, I want to create these fashionable backpacks. I want to create these storytelling books or these different types of books. But what you'll see, these are recommended for you. So I was already in here. I was putting in some different designs, right? I wanted to do a men's apparel and then some women's designs. I can create candles here. I can do fragrances. I can do bed. And what they're basically saying is this is what people are missing. They're basically saying is this particular sourcing company has worked with Sephora. They've worked with Walgreens. They've worked with Ultra. I don't think you're getting this, right? So this particular fragrance company has sourced, they worked with Guess, right? You know, the Guess. This is swimwear where they've actually worked with Speedo, Gucci, LMA. Do you understand? These are the sources that you have access to for $159. You are kidding me if you don't understand the value of this, right? You wanted to get into candy, right? Gucci has made something. Mr. Beast has made his candy through this company, obviously, because it says this factors work with Mr. Beast. They've worked with Louis Vuitton. They've worked with Gucci. These are the sources that you have access to these sources. And what about fitness? If you wanted to get into fitness, you can do, this company has worked with Walmart, right? Directly. This company has worked with Bed Bath & Beyond. This is for wellness. All right. Leather goods. This company has worked with, you click on this one. I think this is the one I was looking at, right? And this is some of the leather goods, but this is the leather goods factor. Let me pull that up here. I want to say they've worked with Nike, Michael Kors, right? They've worked with, they did some things for Amazon. So if this is something you wanted to go to the next level with, right? They've worked with Walmart. This is where we're going, right? This is where everybody's going. Instead of these stores losing inventory, people going in our stores, busting out all the windows and stealing all the stuff, they're taking that cost and that hit there versus now they're moving majority of everything online, right? They don't have to deal with that and where people are just ordering it. So let's get back here. I'm just kind of telling you where we're moving to and where things are going. So you still can do print on demand, right? But then these are some of the sources. So if you wanted to get started in men's apparel or merch, activewear, this is why everybody's creating their own brand. Coffee and tea, right? They've did some things here for Starbucks. You can get your packaging made here. If you can think of it, you can more than likely get it built here in Pietra. And I don't think people are getting that. And it took me a while to wrap my hands around it. I did meet with Megan from the Pietra team. Very resourceful, very smart young lady. She kind of gave me the rundown and the 411 of what's going on. So you look for your sourcing. Not only do you have your sourcing, you have your fulfillment. And so if Pietra's keeping it for you and it's shipping out of the Pietra warehouse, then they do have a sheet here where they tell you what the cost is per package. And you have to understand that if you're going to run a merchandising type of company, there's fees associated with people going and picking and pulling your package. You know, they may charge, anywhere from between 50 cents to $1.50 to $5 to pull your package, get it shipped out and all that. You have to consider that. That is called cost of goods sold. What does it take for me? That's the cost of goods sold. What does it take for me to get the actual product in the hand of the customer? I figure that all in, and then I put my profit margin in it. This is some serious stuff. This is some serious business. And I love what they're doing here because they can track all that for you. The shipping labels created, shipping label history, returns, outbounds, all that other stuff, freight and all that. So you take that, you get your sourcing and fulfillment, then you can have a storefront. Now, let me tell you what I did with the storefront, because I wanted to see it and I wanted to test the juice of this, and we're going to get out of here on this. So I'm going to come back to the storefront. You do have the marketing piece here, and then you can have your analytics here. You can see what's going on, orders shipped and all that other stuff there. Let me take a look at the marketing here. So inside the marketing, you can have an email list builder. These are for people that come to your store and it says, hey, I want to know when this product's in line. You can do that. You do have storefronts here. You do have you can link with you can do your sales channel through Fair, through TikTok, and you can do it with Wix, right? Those are direct integrations. Because to me, when they built this out, they went for the kings, right? They went for the kings of those areas. Shopify is the king, right? TikTok, now you can sell on TikTok and all that. And then they have their own store. So you can do your own store. Couple things here, and I need to be reminded of this. You can only build one brand from here. So whatever your universal brand is, you can build your one brand. I'm actually going to double down and buy another full tier 3 stack for $159. 150 or 159, 149, I can't remember. And I'm going to do that for a reason, because I have a whole separate brand. I now see the vision for this behind, and I'm coming up with a project next year that's going to be big. It's going to be in my retirement area that I'm going to launch a brand through here as well. So I'm going to probably go back and get another one, right? And so there is no Stripe, there is no any of those other things. You have to go and you have to connect up you have to go in here and connect up your bank account. If you're international, you have to put in your international stuff. And if you're US, I already have a lot of my stuff in there, so I'm not going to do that. But there is no Stripe. You don't do it. No, because they're going to take all the funds. They're going to cut you your checks less their money, right? I think that's the best way to do it if you're going to run an operation like this. I don't think you need to try to invoice anybody. I think if they're going to house all of it and then they're just going to issue yours, but you have receipts of everything because you have all the inventory and all that stuff here. So they have this, and I went through in my live, if you remember my channel, you saw me go through my product ideation setup. Here's where you can go and you can create your things from scratch. And this is more so you're trying to create a concept or something to someone, and then you can go in here and you can put remarks. Hey, add this here, add this there, and you can make these little, you go back and forth with the sourcing company, and then they'll let you know. So that is, let me show you where the, so yeah, then you can do the Copilot there. So let me show you what I created, right? And a lot of you guys, so what did you do with it, Jenny, right? Everybody wants to know. This is Digital Growth Hacks. So I hacked it with another tool, right? So this looks familiar to you. I've brought this up to you before. I've shown it to you. This is my launch cart, right? And so my launch cart is drop shipping only. It's drop shipping, a print on demand apparel where you can go and you can get some different things that I may have in my store. So I may have t-shirts, I may have accessories, simple things, right? Mugs, books, socks. I even have some home living here, right? That you can see I have a mug here. I can probably get a rug, some simple things. If I want to create something custom, a leather bag with a dual strap, or if I want to create some perfume or perfume line, have my own line of perfume and do all those other things, I can go then say, hey, you want my growth custom shop. So this is the growth shop. And again, you guys saw that. This is why I use the launch card, is because I can customize my menu. I can take people to my growth podcast. I can take to my growth academy. But what I created here was growth custom, right? And it's like, you don't see a piece that you want, right? And I just only did this as a demo so you can see. This is my Pietra store, right? And I only did it as a demo. I wanted to see how things worked out. This is my store over here at Pietra. It's the same type of setup. Oh, I don't like it. I can join the email list and let me know, so I can still pull people in on the email list as well. So basically what I did was I still used my launch cart. I still use it the way I wanted to use it here, right? You can see the socks there. You can see the different shirts. You can see the different things that I'm doing here. But what if you want custom, right? You go here and again, click on Growth Custom, and it takes you over to my Pietra line. And so inside the Pietra line, you're going to see custom backpacks to go with different types of different things that I can do. I may even put a fitness line to go with growth, mind, body, and soul. And so I can start adding those particular pieces. That's juice I just gave you. I don't know if you got that, but for $159, if we go back here, what is it for tier 3? I'm going to buy another tier for $149. I'm going to buy another tier. I'm really literally going to do that. And so what you can do and the way the Amazon works, right? It's not a direct integration with Amazon. What it is if you have an Amazon store, because you have to meet certain delivery requirements through Amazon, their warehouse that they have is in North Carolina. Pietra's warehouse is in North Carolina. I think she said North Carolina. I think it's in North Carolina. So their direct warehouses in North Carolina. So in order sometimes to meet the requirements of Amazon, you have to have, it's better to probably go through Amazon and the fulfillment, because you can meet the delivery times a lot faster for Prime and all that. That's how Amazon makes their money. They have the same type of setup, but they fulfill a lot of stuff for you there as well through Amazon. And so that can get costly for you. But if you say, hey, you know what, I'm not going to do the Amazon, I'll just use my own, then you can just use it through there. So those are a couple different things. And that's one of the things people don't like about Amazon is you have to use their fulfillment if you want to be able to make it there in Amazon Prime timeline. So they already house it and pack for it. So a lot of the things that Amazon already does for you, this is a company that if you wanted to do for your own self and then have your own fulfilling and all that. And I had the pricing sheet somewhere. I don't know where it is right now, but like it says, fulfillment orders through third-party logistics with unlimited, $1.15 per order. So basically the way they make their money is they built an entire platform that you don't have to go out anywhere, and we're just going to get a piece of the pie of everything you sell. If you understand that, and if you factor that into your cost, and if you build a good enough brand that you can maybe build, I'm not going to say a luxury brand, but you can build an above par brand and have it delivered with quality from some of these same people that are making things for Walmart and Gucci and Louis Vuitton and BMW. The same fulfillers are making it for them. That's going to make for you. This is way beyond the drop shipping. This is next level, right? Because we already know what we can get from Printify, right? We already know, these are things I can get from Printify, right? We already said that. You get your socks, you get your different things from here. I can get the regular shirts, but if I want to go one step beyond, I want to get custom cowboy boots or custom makeup and actually custom packaging. If I wanted to get all of that and wanted to move into the scales and the areas of an Apple, you know how you get Apple, certain products are packaged a certain way, you can actually get all of that from Pietra. So kudos to them for putting everything here together. You can use their ideation and use AI to kind of help you put some concepts together. You can even do furniture up in here. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, what else? So backpacks, right? This is where they're moving. This is where a lot of people are moving to. The game is changing, folks. All right. And so I think for this price, I actually think this is a steal. I actually really think this is a steal. I think that's how I said I'm going to buy more. You do your fulfillment here. Immediate move-in available. That means that I've worked in a fulfillment house before, long time ago. I was an intern, and the way the fulfillment works is they have these big bins and all that. They have these racks and have your number. They have maybe even a number or the name of your company in there, and then you have to go in there and people have to pull it out and then ship it out and send things out. So that's kind of how that works. Oh, here's a rate card here. I wanted to show you. So 115. So let's look at the rate card here. Let's zoom in here. I wanted you to see it. So what they're basically saying is one-time setup costs for Pietra Beginner or Pietra Full Service, $0. Your competitors will charge you a $5.50 setup cost. Inventory, receiving, they have a charge. You don't, if you get the full service here, your competitors charge you anywhere from $20 to $40. Fulfillment rates unlimited picks at $150 per order or $115 per order at the Pietra full service. If you spend $149 to get their tier 3, you're going to pay $115 per order instead of the $150 per order. But competitors will charge you $225 plus per order. They're really saving you a lot of money. Your shipping box, bubble wrap, 35 cents. You save 5 cents here by going to full service. Your competitors charge you anywhere between $1 to $2. Already right here, you're saving, right? You're saving a lot of money here. This wholesale order fulfillment, $5 per order plus $25 per unit. This is billed daily. This is how much it's billed daily. This is only when this is monthly, small bin, large bin. On average, 30 pieces of jewelry fit in a small box. 20 t-shirts fit in a medium box. So if you had 20 t-shirts online, 70 candles fit in a large box. They're basically saying, hey, you're going to need $4 per large bin or something like to fit in a large bin. So they're basically telling you what you're going to get with this. Hey, listen, people, I like this deal. I like this deal and I'm going to do a recommendation. I'm going to give them a 5-star because it's well built. The only thing that I would ding them on, and hopefully they're listening to this, is they do a lot of training, right? So let's go back and look at this as we kind of wrap this up. They do a lot of training. So you can go inside here, the education, mounds and mounds of education. You know, they have how do you protect yourself legally, non-disclosure agreements and all that, people shipping your stuff everywhere, right? Step-by-step guide, how to get started, all that. If you invest the time in this, you can become an actual entrepreneur guru, right? So they have a lot of education here. The only thing I would ding them on, and I don't know why this is, I don't know how large they are at this particular point. Like I said, I will hope the founder gets on, but their chat widget here is not their chat. I think I got a little faster response with email, but their chat widget is like, man, I don't know if it's 1 million people managing it or it's 1 million people coming in. I think what's good is they give you an opportunity to have some one-on-one setups with people. I had a one-on-one setup again with Megan. She walked me through, gave me the goods and the deets. I think because I'm a little sophisticated in the shipping, I think if you're a true starter, I think I would spend a lot of time here. And they do a weekly webinar on how to grow your business. And they have a Slack community where you can ask questions for. Other than that, I thought they're a little slow on some of my initial responses. But overall, I like what they're doing here. Listen, for $149, listen, people, this is a steal. I highly recommend if you're going to go in this area, if you're going to go into this realm, I think if you did this and you did it successfully, I think you can refer and put other people on the platform and turn them on to it. And other people want to know what you did. I think you can charge people consulting. Let me show you what I did. Let me show you how I built this up. And I think you can do that. I think becoming a consultant for someone using this platform, I think it would be difficult because you'd have to mark up a lot. You can do a one-time cost and you show people and you did it for them. But I think you trying to be a consultant with this, I find it to be a little bit more difficult because it would be more expensive to do. But if you wanted to do something for someone front to back, I think you can do a lot of that and you can charge them a lot of money to do that for you because they give you everything in there. They give you everything for you. If you're in one of my classes or if you're one of my coaching students, I'm going to teach a series on how to create an umbrella brand and then just resell your services to others. And I think that's something that I think you can do from here. Other than that, this is an excellent buy. I really like it for the price. You don't see a lot of people on it because they don't really understand it. I'm breaking it down for you. And there you have it. Hey, this has been Jenny Jones. Hopefully you like this. This is serious, right? This is not, I think right now everybody could be with Shopify and Printify and Printful. I think everybody can be a drop shipper. No doubt. Everyone can't, this is a next level. So everyone can't play at this level, right? You're normal people. So I think this removes you out of the perfect competition over into oligopoly because the hurdle rate, it's called hurdle rate, or the hurdle to getting started is a lot more expensive if you don't have a lifetime deal or something like this. This would cost you, right? So I think at this price is an excellent price if you're going to be in this realm. So you're not going to see a lot of reviews, I don't think, but you are. What they do very well. I commend them for that. Hey, this has been Jenny Jones. You guys have been great. Thank you guys for hanging out. I know it was a long time, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what was going on with this tool. It took me a while to break it down into bite-sized pieces. You guys have been great. You guys take care. Goodbye for now.